What is up, everybody? It is Wreaker, and welcome back to essentially reacting to my prior stuff. If you didn't catch the last episode, Windows updated and completely boned all my audio settings, and I didn't realize it until I got done with the stream, which is lovely, but oh well. So, in order to actually add audio to the VOD, I'm rewatching my stream, so it's not that great. I will admit it. It's my comedy is better in the moment, and even then it's not too spectacular. Also, it's been like 2 days after, so I'm still trying to remember what all I did. I do not have a good memory. So if you're wondering why my model and mouth aren't linking up with the audio, that would be why.
What do you need me to do?
Pickpocket the guard's keys to the engine room. Once you've got the door open, I'll take over.
Okay, you should take your position. It's not gonna take me long to lighten these guys of their keys.
But we do see the next 3 out of 4 missions are kind of duo missions. And I say that because you will start as one member of the gang and finish as the other. I do like this mechanic of learning how, or not learning how, but just how everything changes. To where you can start off as stealthy and sly, and then in this one you'll transition to just blowing stuff up as Bentley. At this point, I do remember I was discovering new details about animations and stuff, but the Feral Pounce move, if you chain it together, you don't get the roll animation, but whenever you land, you will get a roll. I'm trying to remember when I actually crossed it. But you see the roll that happens when you land. If you time it well enough, you can kind of skip the animation. I just misjudgment there. But I did notice that whenever you paraglide out of the Feral Pounce, whenever you land with the paraglider, it will give you the roll. So it's interesting, like that right there. It's interesting that it actually buffers the animation. Now, it may be something simple, but I'm not a game developer. I don't know if it's simple or not. I will say that I do like the roll animation. I love it from the first game. I kind of wish it came back, but they had other ways of implementing it, so there's that. But yeah, you can definitely tell I love the Feral Pounce, and I'm going to be doing... Oh yeah, perfect timing here. Pickpocket the guard, get hit by a searchlight, and yeah, just cause chaos in all forms. But I will try to do a Sly 3 playthrough sometime soon. I am gonna wait and catch up some other games. Like, I want to finish Tears of the Kingdom first. I need to actually go back and finish Minecraft Legends, because I never actually finished out that game. Mainly because at the time I had my recording set up weird, to where when I was breaking in between episodes, my recordings would automatically remux because of Adobe Premiere and all that. because they're dumb, and I like to keep my audio channels separated so it's easier to essentially go back and, oh, I need to make my own voice louder, or I need to make my own voice quieter, and not affect the game audio. It's easier to balance audio with Matryoshka, I think it's what it's called, files. But phone's giving me updates on stuff. I've got DoorDash is here about the end of this recording session. Amazon is close, so you may hear a couple phone notifications. But I like to split into Matryoshka files or MKV just because it's easier. It records better to where in OBS MP4 sometimes will not record correctly, and yeah, so they like to do it to where you record in MKV, and they have it to where you can automatically remux your recording to MP4. But the problem with that is that it's immediately after you hit the stop recording, and you can't record. And my computer, my computer has mental issues because I built my own, and it was the first computer I've ever built, so it's special. But it's lasted me until I can, like, I would love a new computer, but apartment comes first. Just stuff like that. But so essentially when I remux, I have to stop pretty much everything on my computer. So I've recently, also I don't know how that guard did not see me, but I recently stopped the automated remuxing, and I just remux everything when I get done. Like lately it's been live stream, because I'll stream, but I'll hit the record button about every 20 minutes or so. So that way my recording that I upload to YouTube in episode form, like what you see now, isn't dependent on a bit rate. Because if my internet decides to poop itself, it's going to look horrible in the YouTube video. And yeah, so this way I get better quality on video. I just have to remember to split it about every 20 minutes or 20 to 30 minutes to get a good episode length. And normally that works out pretty good. Then at the end, I just download the VOD from Twitch for the VOD channel, which does exist, by the way. Does not get very many views, but I'm also not marketing it very well, because I'm trying to balance a whole ton of things at once, so self-marketing is not my strength.
Okay, Bentley, you're on.
But this way it's easier for me to edit episodes and get VODs and all that.
Hey, Bentley.
I forget how I got down this rabbit hole of MP4 and MKV. It would make a whole lot simpler for a lot of creators, I think, if Adobe Premiere would just re-allow the MKV file format. But I digress. I'm not the one trying to get a ton of money out of whatever programs they're using. It's just the one thing of, oh yeah, there's this free option to Premiere and this free option to Premiere. That's like, okay, this one screwed over its user base. This one is highly complex and I understand none of it. Like, you have to almost know how to program the damn thing. And yeah. And then there's some of them that just do not have the features I want. So it's why have Premiere as my editor. And yeah, while I'm talking, this entire puzzle, you have to shoot out a light bulb, and then shoot out the corresponding light bulb, because if you hit another light bulb, you short-circuit the whole thing and fry the turtle. So yeah, it just tests how good is your aim.
Okay, pal. You're all set to bounce up to the next level. If I'm reading this right,
And then
looks like you need to bomb
we get to
power nodes to get into
just
the
bomb
control
everything.
room.
You don't even have to
Once
attack.
that door is open,
If you can
you'll be
like
able to
dodge
shut
and
this
weave
engine down
enough,
for good.
then you don't have to even attack the drones. Most of them will get caught in the actual like aftermath of the explosion.
Take it all the way, buddy. Flip the override switch and this engine is toast.
And you would think there'd be more security to turning off an engine of a blimp. Like, yes, I realized that, oh, the electric room and then the security droids. But there needs to be like a dual key system on that. Come on. But I digress. Anyway. And then, right after this, I do remember, I make the mistake of trying to run treasure back with Bentley. Because, there's a piece of treasure... Or no, it's... Is it this one? Oh, yeah. The edge of rooftops and Bentley don't get along together when it comes to bombs. Especially with obstacles above. But you gotta bait out the guard a little bit. Just so you can actually throw short enough to actually get the guard. And using that because it actually kills the guard in one hit, unlike a bomb where you need 2 hits. Then yeah, there's the treasure. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll just run this back with Bentley. I should be able to. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Somehow didn't get spotted by the guard. Or I did. But outran. Now, I was trying to figure out the name. I forget what I was trying to explain there. But I forgot that there's only one route back, and I missed. So I lost the treasure, alerted half the blimp to my present location. And yeah, just decided to jump into the next mission.
That's one of the engines that needs to be disabled.
Which is our
I won't
last
lie to you,
hacking
Murray.
mission
This
of
is
the
going
game.
to be a tough job that requires both our skills.
The last one was our last
My skills? Okay, Bentley.
last
if you
pickpocketing
say so.
mission.
First, I'll
of the
need to
game.
hack
This
the
one's our last
stations
hacking
controlling
mission of the
access
game.
to the engine room. Then Murray, you'll need to head inside and use your muscle to finish the job.
The Murray will be ready to go.
Alright, I am actually back. Had to pause my audio recording. Had to go get my Amazon package. But I had a couple interesting things come in. Got some stuff for work. I work assembly. There we go. I work an assembly job, and I can listen to my phone during work, but I can't watch it or anything. So, yeah. Music apps work good. Podcast apps work okay. But I like listening to Twitch streams while I work, and they really drain the batteries. So, luckily I have a backpack that I take into work, kind of just to hold all my tools, or kind of holds my lunch, holds a bunch of Gatorades, all that stuff. And it actually has a built-in USB charger to it. But you need to actually plug it in. Well, I got some power banks. So I can actually keep my phone charged and won't die. But also, I think I mentioned it in the last recording that I did, that I like video game art books, and I'm bummed that there's not one for Sly. And I'm trying to thinking about putting together a bunch of concept art with whatever developer commentary I can scratch together. Well, I just had the other day on Amazon, ended up looking at video game art books and found there's a few of them that I wanted on sale. One of my wish lists is literally just like video game art books and gifts, I guess, like wall art and stuff like that. Yes, I'm a nerd. I'm not ashamed. But a couple of the games that I had artwork for were 50% off. So I definitely was not going to turn down the offer. So I had Horizon Zero Dawn, had an art book come in, and it's normally like $50 and I got it for 20. So definitely not regretting that. And why would I collect art books and whatnot? Well, I do like to build in Minecraft. And there's a few things that... Something fell behind me. But there's a few things in Minecraft where, yeah, I know how to build them, but there's a few things that I kind of want to inspire off of media. One thing that I actually kind of... or one creator I want to kind of shed light on that does it the same way is Good Times with Scar. And currently he's doing an entire build based off of Disneyland. So I know he has a lot of Disney art books that he's using for reference. He's taken a few trips to Disneyland and stuff like that. I know Brian did a build in Season 8 of Runescraft based off of Harry Potter and Diagon Alley, I think. I forget what it was. But it was built off of actual architecture. And if I want to get better at building, there's nothing wrong with copying what already exists. And in the future, there's a couple video games I wouldn't mind building bases off of. I mentioned when I did a Spyro playthrough that there's a couple of those areas that would be perfect for like an enchanted castle build. So I may have gotten a Spyro art book to help with that. Oh, and that was clue number 30. And that'll be important in the next episode, because in the next mission, I believe it is, it's the one that Murray starts and Sly finishes, that we actually have the safe. And yeah, I've been talking about power banks and art books, and didn't explain the hacking. For some reason, they decided to give us a ricochet bullet. Okay. Makes it a little more fun to deal with, but yeah. And this one is literally, they're like, okay, we're gonna give you a lot of S-curves and tough enemies, so you advance a little bit, take all the enemies out, advance a little bit. It's not hard, just you need to pay attention to make sure you're not firing straight through the wall. Like I may have been there. Because the enemies they give you, you could take them head on, but it'd be ill-advised.
Make way for
But yeah,
the Murray!
there's all the hacking done. And Murray's mission is
looks like you'll need to lift all
definitely
those giant
his entire skill
cylinders.
set.
Once they're locked in the up position, you'll be able to take them out from the top level.
But yeah, this one is literally you hit the interact button
Heads up,
and just
pal. You've got
mash
company.
as much as you can. And then you beat whatever guard you have. And then this is where I realized, oh yeah, I have barely bought any gadgets for Murray. And I kind of felt bad. But yeah, there's every time you lift one of these plugs, a guard will spawn. So, especially as you get towards the back of the room, you can definitely get multiple of them, like, at once and then fight 2 guards. And it's not an issue. Because, like, right there, I barely got out of the way. I don't know how I phased through that laser, but it works. I gotta pause again. Okay, had to go get my food from DoorDash, so I'll enjoy that. Here in a minute, we got less than 2 minutes, but yeah. Tried to get a little risky with it, didn't pan out.
Nice work. Head
But
up
yeah,
to
if
the
you
second
take
level
any damage
and
while lifting those
thunderclap
things,
on the giant
you
cylinders. That should
drop
finish
them.
them off.
And yeah, I felt like doing it in style. And yeah, you get a bunch of drones here too. But yeah, all you have to do is jump and thunderflop, and try not to thunderflop directly into a shockwave. Like that. But yeah, it is kind of fun to watch the droids or drones or whatever you want to call them kind of skip across the floor like a rock in a pond. But shockingly, you can't pick them up. I don't know why.
Another engine bites the dust.
Again, more security needed on pulling those levers. Arpeggio may be a genius, but he's a little bit dumb. But yeah. As you see, we're 94% done with this thing. But I think we'll figure it out in the next episode. Until then, this has been Wreaker, and let chaos reign.